Chismosas, as many of you guys can see, this is a different format. This is going to be a different type of video. I never really talk about my own life, but if you're looking at the title, you know exactly what this video is going to be about. I literally just found out about 2 days ago that my girlfriend of 6 years was cheating on me for almost an entire year, and I had no idea. You know, this is all very fresh still to this point, so I'm gonna do my best to talk about it. And no, I'm not trying to gain anything from this video. I feel like I'm just trying to process everything and like trying to like go through the motions, and like this is kind of like my diary right now. And I don't want to do this. I don't really like doing things like this, but I feel so helpless and like I don't know like how to describe it right now. So I just like I just want to talk about it. So let's get into it. Now, I'm saying all of this because this is obviously going to take more than one part, and I'm sorry about that, but I'm gonna film everything back to back, so hopefully everything comes out together. But anyways, this whole thing started when my ex-girlfriend now, of almost 6 years, told me about 2 weeks ago, hey, I know we've been really good, but my cousins have invited me to go to California. She has family that lives in a part of California. I'm not going to disclose that. But she's like, you know, they said they're going to pay for my flight. They're going to pay for everything. You know, they just want me to go hang out with them. And I was like, okay, first of all, the first thing to know about me is like I try not to be possessive. I try really hard to like have trust in my relationships, like especially when you're with somebody that you've been with for so long, you know. So like I felt weird about it, but I was like, okay, whatever. And I had been feeling off with her for a while, but I was like, okay, that's fine. So leading up to the day, I asked her for the itinerary information. I asked her for all the stuff. And she doesn't want to give it to me. And I'm like, okay, first red flag. But, you know, again, I'm trying to be trusting. I know I sound so stupid, though, this whole thing. I know, like, every time that something happens, you guys are going to be like, wow, what an idiot. But whatever. I dropped her off at the airport. And then she told me what time she was going to leave. And I just felt like something was off. So I immediately started looking to see, because she's like, I'm leaving through United. I live in Chicago. She's like, I'm going in O'Hare. So I immediately started looking, and there was no flights to California at all, any part in California at that time that she was telling me through that airline. So I was super confused, but I was like, okay, there must be something going on, right? Regardless. So I let it pass, and then she never bought a return ticket, and she wasn't calling me, she wasn't FaceTiming me, she was texting me once in a while, but I just had like this really bad feeling, and we had a big fight, and I was like, you don't have a return ticket, like it makes me feel bad, like when you do this. I'm trying to communicate with her, or she doesn't want to talk to me on the phone. So whatever, we have the argument, and I'm like, I really want things to be better, so sorry. I want things to be better, so, you know, she's like, well, I'll be home soon. Then 2 weeks later rolls by, and she gets home, like, randomly, out of nowhere. She didn't tell me she was, like, coming or anything. She comes with flowers, and she's like, I wanted to surprise you. I love you. I missed you so much. And I'm like, oh, like, I'm still very confused. I was like, when did you get in? Because it just didn't make sense. Like, she had been texting me the entire day. And I was like, okay. So she's like fumbling, like she's like, oh, I left at 2, I left this time, and nothing made sense because I was talking to her like pretty much on and off the whole day, like, and not enough for a whole flight to go by, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, this doesn't add up to me. It doesn't make any freaking sense. So the next day she goes out to buy some Potbelly for us, and you know, I'm trying to like chill because like sometimes I do like get insecure and stuff, and I know that's one of my faults. So I'm like, okay, she leaves, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go through her bag, and I just want to see that there's a boarding pass to California so I could shut up about it and I can like stop talking about it, you know. So the first thing I see are tags with a girl's name. It says that she went to Cancun. It has all these other dates, and that she actually got back on the 18th. But she didn't come home until literal days after that. And this is already getting super long. Okay, there's going to be a second part, but it's going to be right after this, so just watch it.